Progress Report.
It's your girl Lala Shepherd. Hey, boss, but the most lit. What's up? It's your girl DJ Excel, and this is the Progress Report.
Wednesday at 9. Tune in every time. We don't do no cap. Report only fact.
What up, y'all? It's your girl Lyrica Anderson, and I just got my progress report on the Progress Report.
It's the Progress Report.
What's going on? It's your girl Lala Shepherd.
Boss Brit the most lit.
What's up? It's DJ Excel.
Okay, this is the Progress Report, and we got the lovely Miss Lyrica Anderson in the building.
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Good.
I've been going. I think I'm just a little tired.
I feel
I'm about
you.
to say I've been
Just a
seeing you in
smidge.
ATO streets.
Man.
Your runs working.
Right.
Yes.
Well, salute to Roots Queen for setting this up. She hit me up, and I was just like, hell yeah, we want to interview her. So thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So what brings you to the A?
Girl.
And that jacket is fire.
Thank you. Shout out to my boy, BK. Damn, B. But
It's
look,
out
I said
here?
your name. Y'all just follow my boy, BK.
right.
Yes, out here in LA. He actually gave it to me as a gift. I love it. Thank you.
Dope.
No, so I've been in LA, like I'm from LA, so it's just something about the love and the appreciation in Atlanta that I
Yes.
love y'all for. It's just different. And every time I land, it just goes crazy. I don't know. It's just a certain, I came for one interview that they booked me for, similar like this, vibes, and it was super cool. And then, once word got around that I was in town, we started just doing more.
Oh yeah, the press runs is crazy out here.
Yeah, so I was like, I've been here for almost 3 weeks, but I'm gonna actually go home. Well, 2 weeks and some change, but I'm gonna actually go home and come right back.
Pack them bags, girl. Come on.
Right,
That's
come
what
on
I'm
to the
thinking.
A.
Like, I'm gonna have to just pack my bags because
Yeah.
Atlanta, like I said, it's just a whole different love that,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
and it's just a different energy. I think I also need a different energy. I've been in LA for a long time.
Can we
I heard
compare?
LA was toxic. I ain't gonna lie.
I've been hearing some shit about LA too.
Not toxic.
I heard LA
Can we
was
compare
toxic.
the two energies? Because obviously these are the two stomping grounds. Like artists go from Atlanta to LA
In New York.
and New York.
Yeah.
But coming from the East Coast, like you debate. A lot of people debate either LA or Atlanta. So what is your experience? And of course you grew up out there, but as far as the industry.
I don't know. I've never lived here, but I've come to Atlanta my whole career on and off. And every time I come to Atlanta, I turn up. I don't know why I leave. I'd be like, why do I leave? I record some of my best music. I've recorded 5 records since I've been here that I'm in love with it. They all made the project. So it wasn't oh, this is okay, I might keep it. I love all of them. So I'm like,
It's the palm
why
trees,
do I
girl.
go, other than my mom and my son, why do I go back to LA? I have a 3-year-old, so I have to do the mommy thing first, of course, but I turn up here and it's just better and the culture is better. And another thing is the writers and producers, not saying there's people in LA, of course they'll get in with me, but it's just a difference, the excitement, I want to work with you. I love, they have favorite songs and you get in with these producers and they're incredible. They're not just trying to get on.
Right.
Even ones who are trying to get on are just dope.
Facts.
It's not always where you feel they love your work, but you don't love theirs.
Right.
It's even where I'm oh my God, do you have any more tracks? You're incredible. So I just be feeling this is the place for me for
That's
so many
dope.
reasons. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So when you pack your bags, are you moving?
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Okay.
Oh, damn. Would
Atlanta.
that be your first time ever living outside of LA?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
That would be my first
Real
time.
rose
I mean, you could just go back if it don't work.
I think I'm
Like,
gonna do a back and forth
Yeah,
thing,
you
a
could do that
bi-coastal
too.
thing, they're here. But I'm about to be here a lot.
Atlanta's one of them places where majority of people not from here, but it feels like home. You just got to find your community, and especially when you doing music. It's not going to be difficult for you to find your community at all.
Is that how Atlanta is?
Yes.
Because LA's
Yeah.
like that too a little bit.
Got you.
But yeah, I just like working here. It's a new energy too. If I don't come for nothing else but to just get a new energy and a new vibe and do my music and not be, because I have a studio set up at my house, so it's it's easy to never leave home. I could do everything. I have my setups, my ring lights for my posts, everything just good. So it's but I don't want to get comfortable with that. And of course, until you tour and shows and stuff like that, I actually want to be somewhere else and feel a different energy. And my manager Prince, he keeps me really busy. So it's as soon as I hit the floor, since I've been here, it's okay, let me try to squeeze in the gym and we have a full day. So
That's
it's
dope.
that's what I want my lifestyle.
And I think even like as a songwriter and an artist, like you need to experience different energies.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you can get caught up where I'm like, I know my way around. Out there, it's like I know where everything is, so it's like you're comfortable. But out here, it's like a different grind. I feel like I'm in like a boot camp a little bit.
Yeah,
because I'm not in my comfortability.
Facts.
Yeah. That part.
Facts.
That's dope.
Well, when I first got introduced to you, it was through Love and Hip Hop. I didn't even know your background and just all the work that you've put in. You know,
She
me.
been
I was,
lit,
for
yeah.
sure. I didn't know.
Nah,
Like, I
same,
didn't know.
same.
You know, but
Thank
that's
you.
how I was introduced to you. But then upon doing my research, I'm like, well, damn. Oh, you did this and that, and you have a wonderful, beautiful voice.
Thank you.
How long have you been doing music? Like, when'd you get into being an artist?
At first I was a songwriter and I didn't want to be an artist. I was like, for what? I make good money. It
Right.
was cool, like behind the scenes. But then I was like, I wanted to be an artist when I would want to keep. So I was like, dang, I like how I sound on this record. This would be dope if this were mine, if I could put this out. So I've been writing since I was like 14. My mom taught me how to write songs. And
Because your mom sing.
my mom sings and my mom writes. And she
Sang,
taught
sang,
me.
too. Yeah,
okay.
She sang.
Come on,
Excuse me.
let's be
She
clear.
sang.
Let's be clear.
So she like taught me about like what's the first verse, what's the hook, what's the second verse, all that whole breakdown. And then when I got my first publishing deal with Disney, then I'm like, you know what?
Okay, Disney.
Yeah, so I started getting the Disney checks or whatever.
Period.
And then I was like, you know what? I want to start doing my own project. So I just put out some independent stuff, and one of the independent projects would have Feenin on it, and the Feenin started going crazy. So I was like, okay. And it's still like the fan favorites.
Nah, that's my
7
shit
years
too.
old. People
that's-
like still love it.
record.
So I'm like, damn, I was just actually having fun.
Yeah.
This was not nothing serious at all. When I cut Feenin, I was in a booth being silly, like, baby, baby. Never planned on getting Kevin Gates on there. We were playing the project down in the studio, and he busted in and was like, who that? And they pointed to me, and he like, and I wasn't on Love and Hip Hop or none of that.
Wow.
So he's like, let me get on there. And then he just, what you mean when you say you need who? Like, he just went
That's
in a
hard.
booth, and I was like, oh my God, you're so dope. And from there, we just got it popping. And so now I take it more seriously as an artist, and like, I really like plan the project and the mixing and the order and the this, the that. So I'm really excited about the next project.
Do you
Yeah.
think
So-
some of the professionalism takes away from like the organic version of the songs? Because I feel like even when our last interview, he's like, yo, I wasn't expecting it. I just did that joint like in the house. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Do you feel like those are the ones that really end up being the hits and artists overthink? Like,
Yeah, you never kind of just don't know what's gonna be the one that takes off. I've always loved 90s R&B. I always loved Aaliyah, and like just my mom would be in the car at the top down. She sang R&B. She sings R&B. Like she would play it all the time. So it's like that's my whole grow up background. So it's like I just can't help but love it. But yeah, you don't ever know what's gonna be a hit. I had to take a break from music for a second because of that. Like, oh, what's gonna be the hit? What's gonna be on the charts? Oh my God, is this gonna be in it? That shit can like mess with your mental. So now it's like, even still, I'm doing this project. I take it seriously, but I'm not like gonna make it like crazy on myself, because that can stress you out. Instead of just putting it out and let people let it do what it's gonna do.
Nah, facts. How difficult or easy is it for you to, when you write songs for other people, to give those songs away?
Well, now it's different. I know what's mine, so I'm not gonna give it away now. I just know like the songs I
She's like,
recorded.
I ain't gonna play this for y'all.
Yeah, like I'm not even gonna play it. So the songs I just recorded in Atlanta, like I'm not even thinking like, oh, I'm gonna shout this to da da da. Like they're specifically for me. I sang it like it's for me, my style. Because I can mimic other people too for a demo, like kind of sound like this person or that person, but when it's for me, I'm like specifically like my sound. So it's not hard no more.
Respect.
Can you name drop some people that you read for? Because I know that list
go
is
ahead,
crazy.
name drop.
Flex on these hoes real good.
Go ahead now.
She trying to be
nah,
humble
you
up
got
here.
to, because I feel like a lot of people are just introduced to you through Love and Hip Hop and
Yeah.
these TV shows, and you need more of that exposure, what you really been doing.
Yeah, no, I co-wrote "Jealous" for Beyonce. Demi Lovato on her album "Unbroken." I wrote 2 records on there. I've written Jennifer Hudson, a lot of Chris Brown records. Jonas Jonas Brothers, Camp Rock, Sharice, Ayaz, like just to name a few.
Okay. How you get your first placement? And who if you remember who the first one was? Like major, I guess.
I mean, I've been getting placements since I was really young. I remember I had something on like Tamia, and I was like, oh,
that's crazy.
Yeah, so I've been writing like forever. Like I really started writing songs at like 13, 14, and the word would just get around like, yo, can we shop this, before I even had a publishing deal. But my first like song like that went number one that was really exciting was this artist named Sharice, and featuring Ayaz. She was signed to Warner Brothers, and yeah.
Okay. I don't know if it was a Demi Lovato song, her, but it was like very, very, very top 40s. Like, how do you switch like through those genres like that?
Well, I started off writing pop.
Okay.
So I actually had trouble being a black girl learning how to write R&B.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean that's an honest thing. I never really told nobody because it's like you should know. Because it's like my culture and stuff, but at first I was like, oh my god, I wrote so much pop. I was like stuck in that world. Like a lot of my records sounded like No Air and like big, like poppy, like, and that's what I kind of wanted to be, that type of artist, to be honest. I just wanted to do like big, like stadium pop, Unbreak My Heart, like type records. But once I tapped in and started writing R&B, I like fell in love with it, and it wasn't hard. So then I just mix them. I can write rap, R&B, trap, pop, whatever the bag presents.
Okay, period. I would have never thought it would be like difficult to write like pop and R&B. Like
it wasn't difficult. It just was a weird transition because I used to write so much pop, like especially when I wasn't doing the artist thing. Everything was like big pop records, and the producers I would work with, we were doing like dance, and even the stuff they'd be like, "We're gonna submit this to Rihanna." At the time, she was crossing over, so it was like. It wasn't a lot of, like back then. But then as soon as I decided I was going to write it, it wasn't hard. I think I just didn't know I could or something.
Is it like a different feeling going into like the R&B stuff?
No, it was all music, you know. If you like love music, yeah.
So it's the lyrics that make it pop versus R&B? Because I'm just trying to understand, like, what's the...
No, like a pop song is like...
Y'all know a pop damn song.
You know, like a
no,
pop.
but I'm saying I would get more of my
it.
feelings if I'm writing R&B. Like I feel like you're really tapping into
right, is
like
it all like
summer.
Yeah, the R&B is like a lot more so like Feenin is clearly R&B.
You telling all your 90s
like
R&B.
the that you know what I'm saying, the type of kicks,
okay,
and then like the pop record can be different too. It could be all piano, or it can be like, you know, it just depends. But like Demi Lovato is a pop artist,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Miley Cyrus was a pop artist, then she crossed over, started doing trap R&B herself. So it just, that's the vibe.
What's your thoughts on the current state of R&B right now?
I love it. R&B is winning. Like, I love it.
It is
I remember
lit.
when people were like, oh, I don't know about R&B while I was working on my project. And I'm like, well, I just love it. This is what I'm doing. And now it's going super crazy. So I love it.
We need the R&B.
Hell, it's coming back.
Like
it's
good
here.
R&B
Even
track.
as a DJ, like right now, it doesn't have to be at the end of the night. Like you could play like a slow R&B song and have everybody singing, and then turn back up. But
I
like,
love it. Yep. You know,
That's
it's
facts.
like R&B is going hard, and I love it.
Facts. So going back to reality TV, do you feel like that ever affected your music career?
Yeah, because you think you like gonna go on a reality show, and that's a big show to be a part of.
That's a huge
so it's
show,
like a pretty huge show. So it's like you go in there and then you become like one of the main, you know, people or whatever. I don't even want to say characters because it's not, you know, but whatever. And then like people actually, I feel like take you less serious as an artist because they got used to you arguing. So I was known, to me, people would say, for being like sweet and sour. So it's like, oh, Lyrica's so cool, but when she turns up, it's funny because she don't do it often.
But it's like real. I ain't gonna lie.
Right now, facts. Facts.
So it's like people start looking for what's your punchline, what you gonna say back to this person, or what's the cliffhanger, opposed to like how great you sing or rap or whatever. So it's kind of like, yeah.
Would you do reality TV again?
I don't really want to, but maybe.
Jump on that Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Period.
You know,
the check is right,
okay,
and it makes sense, and it's like the check is right, and it's like about me, and they really want to follow my world and stuff, you know, and I can prevent at least some of the drama.
Got you.
So we'll see.
So once like you're buzzing, what you say? You ain't want to say character. On Love and Hip Hop, can you start putting your foot down and be like, all right, I'll sign back on for another season, but y'all gotta focus on my music career?
I mean, we were kind of buzzing damn near the whole season. Right. Like we were always on pretty much every single episode, all that. That's what kind of shows, or if you're in the beginning, opening part. But even still, it's like
they want the drama.
You do a performance and cut it out because they liked it better, the argument at the end, and you're pissed because you're like, I actually like that performance. So it's really hard to get that like real focus when you're like a real artist. So, but I mean, I moved on to other things like I'm doing acting. I'm on a TV show called Foster Law that's coming out.
Dope.
And I play Brian White's wife, like
I
the
love
lead.
Brian White.
So that was super dope.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's like I'm really taking the acting thing seriously, and I'm gonna eventually go back into writing songs for other people once I put this project out, and like that's really like my focus, and like being a mom and a great artist and like traveling, and if somehow reality falls into that, that's cool, but yeah.
Word. No, respect. So your latest body of work was that Bad Hair Day. Yeah, and I thought the title was dope. No, facts, and I seen that too. I'm like, that's hard. Talk about that creative process, you know, putting the cover together and then the track list and all that good stuff. Talk about that.
I take my art like really seriously. Like I like put together the cover art. I came up with it. Me and my partner at the time were like having our issues, so I just decided to make it like a confessions album and just talk about it. Like I really stayed at the Marriott, like it's all true story. So I was like crying when I wrote Crashing Planes because I knew that we were coming to like an end and like a bad place. We were in a bad place, and I was just kind of like, I'm trying and I'm telling you through the music, and you're not, you know, I don't feel like you're like receiving it or whatever. So that, and I just like put it out there. So as far as the cover art, we were just all there, and I was like, yo, let's just get on the bed. We were like coming up with cool stuff. I was in the tub with the black mascara dripping, just to like in an artsy way put my pain out there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a vulnerable person. I'm a Sagittarius, so I just feel like
big Sag
in the beauty. So I'm like, you know, I don't mind sharing. Like, shit, this is me as an artist, me as a person. So that's where Bad Hair Day came from. And Bad Hair Day is like a flip on saying you don't always have it together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Those days when you like don't feel the prettiest or whatever, you having a bad day is a part of having a bad hair day. Period. So that's the concept of, and it's okay to have a bad hair day. It's okay to have bad days. So that's the concept of the album or the EP. And the artwork is just us on there as a family, but it's like faded. It's a broken, you know, family. So yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, when you go through that heartbreak, we get that music. It hit a little different.
Show that. I was gonna ask, so of course we saw your relationship play out on TV, so you guys are no longer together.
No, not currently.
Got you. So how's it co-parenting now?
It's great with the co-parenting. We're both really good parents, like really good. So the co-parenting's awesome. The healing is another thing. So just gotta do some more great music.
Like your son seems like super advanced,
right?
Like and talented. I'll be on his Instagram like, yo, this kid is lit. Like
he's 3 going on 7. Like he be like,
say that.
He be like, mommy, I call him and he's doing something. He's like, mommy, can I call you back? I mean, you don't have like a job. Like, when do you have to call me back? But you're not on the phone with nobody.
Hey, that started breaking your heart when
like I was like, what? He's 3. He just turned 3, by the way, in the end of November. And he's like, oh, cause well, I asked him the other day. I said, for what? He told me he wanted to watch a show on his iPad.
He want to focus
and had to call me back. I'm interrupting. So I like love him. He's the best thing that came out of everythking.
Absolutely.
So I mean, you never know what will happen, but
you
for
know
now,
when
I'm just
you
really
got a
focused.
baby by somebody, that's
It
look at her face.
Y'all were married for a good amount of time, right?
5 years.
5 years.
Moving on.
How is it balancing, you know, raising a child and music? Because I'm sure both require a lot.
It's hard. I've been here for 2 weeks. I miss my son. I
sure
have some
you do.
emotional days. I'm like, I call him. I kind of felt bad today because my mom called me and was like, he misses you. He called me and said, Mommy's not my favorite anymore. I want to talk to Nana because Mommy hung up on me. Now he hung up on me, first off. But I was busy. Like, he was trying to talk and we were in another interview. So whatever. But so that part is hard because you miss your babies. And then I'm like, when I come here, I'm like, oh, I'm going to want him with me. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But you kind of grew up like that too, would you say, with your mom being...
Yeah, my mom would like travel with me. But I remember being young and she had a nanny. Eventually she got a nanny. But my mom she would have me with her.
Period.
And that's hard to do because Ocean's busy. Like, if he was here, he'd be like, Ocean, shh. Like, he's a boy. So he turns up. But he does listen. He's a good kid. So
Respect. Is it true that you're cousins with Meagan Good?
Yes, actually.
Okay. Did y'all are y'all close?
That caught me off guard. We were, yeah, we are, and we just, I think, like, got in our relationships.
Got you.
And sometimes that can make you not have as much time for each other.
Absolutely.
But I absolutely love Meagan, and her and my mom were just on the phone actually the other day.
That's hard.
On Tatara. So we're gonna link back up. We just.
I mean, y'all both single now.
I was gonna say,
I was about to say shit.
It's the time to be in them streets.
Nobody say be in these streets now.
No, when I saw that what's going on, I was like, damn, I'm gonna reach out to her. I had a lot of my own personal reasons where I wasn't around people because I was going through my own self-healing and like it's just when it's a lot going on, you do not want to like sometimes be around even your family and you love them, but like my mom, I gotta see you. Right. You know what I'm saying? My son. So I kind of like shut down from everyone unless you were like right there.
Understood.
And I did. Like, my manager would call me and be like, get up, get out of the bed, we're about to do this. So it's not all her fault. It's just been a lot going on.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Understood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. So with this new project, do we have a title?
I'm not telling you.
You need it.
I don't know yet. Honestly, I'm playing with it. Today was listening out. The music is crazy though, y'all. I say this every time, like, this is my best project, but no, that I don't know, I cuss. Because dead ass. This like the best. I feel like this is one of the best. Like, I love the music, and it's like the lyrica, like the fun, sensual, but still mixed with some heartbreak. But it's like it's totally like a vibe of what I rep and my sign and everything. So,
do you feel like you were vulnerable making this music? I feel like when people can relate to what you're saying or can learn something from you, that's
I'm always vulnerable with it. Yeah, for sure. I gotta do like another song telling a little more of the business because this is like they always look for one of those songs.
Yes,
but the other this is just good music. So
how many songs are on there? 5? Or you say you just made 5? Or how many?
No, I made 5 here.
Yeah, but
I don't know if we're gonna do an EP or LP yet.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Word.
Let's give an LP.
I know you just made 5. You said they ain't no throwaways.
Like, no, I love it. I really love it. Like, love it.
Respect. So what else is coming next? I hope we can get some more visuals soon too.
Yes. No, it's not even a question. You're gonna get visuals from this project.
Dope.
We're working on that now. We actually just took a meeting today about that, and you'll be seeing some acting and just focused music stuff.
Word.
Yep. And me in Atlanta.
Yeah. Hey, when you come out here, I think you're going to get a different, like, fire.
Yeah.
You know
that's what I
like
feel.
A whole new chapter.
Everybody's like, I talk to your energy is different there. And so I was like, oh, I got to be here because you saying stuff like that. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Facts. So we have this question we like to ask all our guests. Want to ask you, what does the word progress mean to you? That's the name of our show. And we like to ask all our guests that. So what does it mean to you?
Progress to me is like another step towards something you want. I feel like that's progress. Something you desire. I feel like it's just another step towards it. Like the story I just told y'all, me moving here or coming here and working, doing 5 songs, 5 new records, that's progress towards finishing my EP. So also I feel like progress could be a form of like not giving up. Because every time you do something closer to whatever it is you want and you manifest it and you pray and you like, work hard for it, then you're making progress.
For sure.
That's hard. Well, we got a progress report for you. You can show your son. Let him know you've been working. All right, that's for you.
Like, Mom, I don't know about that. I ain't in that grade.
Oh my God.
Facts.
The crazy thing is he will love this.
That's
he'll
awesome.
be like, Mommy, oh my God. Like he's so grateful. He'll feel like this he did his homework. He gonna equate this to school. It's so cute.
Yes, awesome. Of course. Now this was dope, but when you come to Atlanta, they throw the biggest all-girl party, so you got to tap in with the girls.
Get lit with this Lyrica.
Come do another interview once the project comes out.
Okay,
so
I got you. Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm totally down. Please set it up.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna make sure I get his number too. But thank you for your time. Anything else that you want your people to know?
Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Lyrica Anderson, and that's it.
Okay, cool. Well, it's the progress report, y'all. We out.
The Progress Report.